Our Dusy Basin backpacking trip and climb of Mount Agassiz started at South Lake with an easy first day to Saddle Rock Lake. The trail is well marked and a rather popular trail to Bishop Pass and the John Muir Trail. The hike was 6 kilometers or roughly 4 miles long with an elevation gain of 430 meters or 1400 feet. We did this backpacking trip with our young children and kept our daily trips very short. Acclimatization is required because we spent most of the trip above 10,000 feet. Saddle Rock Lake provides many campsites away from the main trail and also has surprisingly good fishing opportunities. On our second day, we hiked from Saddle Rock Lake over Bishop Pass to the upper Dusy Basin. The first part of the hike is on the Bishop Pass trail, and after the pass, we descended a little bit and traversed cross country without a trail to one of the upper Dusy Basin lakes, where we established our base camp for the next 2 days. The trail is easy in the beginning, and also the cross country traverse is not difficult. Overall, we hiked 5 kilometers or 3 miles with an elevation gain of 270 meters or roughly 900 feet and a descent of 200 meters or 700 feet. our third day, we did a round trip to Knapsack Pass in the morning, and some of us climbed Mount Agassiz in the afternoon. The hike to Knapsack Pass is cross-country and requires some route finding. It helped that we did this hike a while ago. The route should never be more difficult than Class 2. The round trip was 5.6 kilometers or roughly 3 miles long, with an altitude gain and loss of 200 meters or roughly 700 feet. Knapsack Pass provides a really nice viewpoint for the Palisade Basin, and it is one of the passes of the Palisade Basin circuit, which also includes Potluck Pass and Cirque Pass. In the afternoon, some of us climbed Mount Agassiz. We retraced our steps from our base camp in Dusy Basin back to Bishop Pass, where we left the trail behind us and began scrambling to the summit. The route is not difficult and should never be harder than Class 2. The terrain is, however, steep, and the talus and boulders can be loose in certain areas. Some route finding skills is required. The summit provides amazing views of the Palisades in the south, Dusy Basin, and the lakes area that we hiked in. Due to the corner location of Mount Agassiz, the summit provides really very stunning 360-degree panoramic views. The round trip was 6 kilometers or roughly 4 miles, with an elevation gain and loss of 700 meters or approximately 2,300 feet. On our fourth and last day, we hiked out from Dusy Basin over Bishop Pass to our starting trailhead at South Lake. We traversed cross country back to the trail leading up to Bishop Pass, and then basically retraced our steps along the Bishop Lakes, Saddle Rock Lake, and Long Lake to South Lake. The hike out was 11 kilometers or roughly 6 miles with an initial elevation gain of 220 meters, was 800 feet, and an elevation loss of 690 meters or approximately 2,300 feet. Both the cross-country traverse and the trail sections are easy, including some smaller snowfields that we encountered in the Bishop Pass area.